Now that I have my assembly created, I want to create a drawing from this. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here and make a new drawing for my assembly. Go find my template and bring that in. And I'll go ahead and bring in a couple views, maybe my front view, my top, and an isometric there. Delete that out. Make it shaded. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. There we go. I have these so I can give overall dimensions. I can do callouts on here. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bill of materials, and I'll pick a view to have it pick those things. And I want to use this top level bill of material. If I do the indented, it's going to look more like the core sheet. If I do parts only, it's going to give me only the parts, but not any of the assemblies listed. But I want to see what comes into this. So sub-assemblies and parts that come directly into this one, not what's consumed in other assemblies. So I'm going to pick there and say OK, and go ahead and drop it down here. So you can see that it comes in, and then it calls out the part number, and it's calling out the file names, and the description is empty, so we need to fix that. So first I'm going to click here, and I'm going to change the header from the top to the bottom. If it's touching the title block, header should be the bottom. If it's floating in the air, the title's on top. I'm also going to pick this column here, and then pick here, and tell it, instead of using that part number, and actually that's all it's going to use right now because I haven't set up the properties. So let's go fix that. So let's go here and go to properties. I'm going to use this part number here. Since there isn't a part number here, that other one isn't there. So I'm going to use this. There's that part number that kind of uses the file name. But I want to use this one here. So I want to add in some number here. And I'm also going to add in the description. And so this is my major assembly, so I'm going to call it major. Okay, save it. And then minimize that. Go to this file here. Go to properties. Give it part number and call it sub. And give it a description called the description sub and some other part number. Save it. And so this is why it's real important that as you're working on things to go ahead and update your properties as you're working, so that way all the fields are already there when you get to doing your drawings. Alright, so get that done, save it. Now I can go back to the drawing, and those will be here. I can pick on that field and then change the properties, and now that part number should be there. So custom property, part number, there we go. And now part numbers titles here, part numbers titles there. The next step is to add some balloons so we know which things are which. So if I go to balloon, pick on the object, go here, pick on the object, go here. If I pick this one, go here, I'm still going to get that same number 1 because they're both part of that sub-assembly number 1. So I don't need to have both of those. I can just do that, give some overall dimensions, and I'm good to go.